Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another video, another very much requested and highly anticipated video. Uh, and this is my reaction and review of the newest Mickey cartoon, Nature's Wonderland. My best friend sent me the link to this cartoon and said this was another very cute Mickey and Minnie short, and I really needed to watch it. So, okay, now already I love what they're doing with this opening, or with this title card. It makes me think about the old Walt Disney Presents, just in how this looks. It looks like the old, like part of the old Walt Disney Presents, whenever they were talking about nature and things like that. And so, yeah, I love this. So, starting the video in 3, 2, make sure I'm still recording. Started the video, 3, 2, 1, click.
I have a map of nature's wonderland, sweeping vistas, bears, and canyons grand.
The Grand Canyon.
The map, I follow you, for we are so in love.
Oh,
The map could take us somewhere romantic, like the rainbow
wow.
caverns. Well, that's funny. The map says they're supposed to be right here, but somebody put a big thundering mountain on top of them. They must be inside.
This is really adorable. I love it.
The cavern
Oh my
should be
gosh.
just ahead, right next to the churro cart and the pretzel stand.
What? Let me see that. Souvenir map, not for navigation, not a real map.
Was that a picture of Walt?
We should be following this.
Of course we should. It hasn't let me down yet.
Walt.
But you said it would take us someplace romantic.
Well, this place is romantic. If you just believe. Sneaky bats with rabies, rats with plague, sulfur butts that smell like rotten egg.
Oh, Mickey, I don't think I believe.
Oh! Ow. That train still runs?
Minnie, to the rescue!
Mick? Ow, ow, ow. That'll work. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, shoot. Of course. Why does nobody finish the tracks in these things? What happened to the train?
This is kind of nice.
Oh. Huh?
Phew.
That'll blow. Really?
Our troubles are all behind.
No, it isn't. Yep. There.
Our troubles are all behind us.
We better make the train go faster.
I'm getting a KC vibe here. Oh no.
You've never let me down.
Okay. Okay.
Mickey, look.
Oh wow.
Last unearthed the rainbow caverns.
Alternate theory. They're dead. Oh wow.
Mickey,
That's adorable.
right about the map after all.
That's adorable.
Never let me down.
That's adorable. Okay, I freaking love this. This is honestly one of my favorite shorts. This is honestly one of my favorite shorts of the Mickey and Minnie shorts. And it was really cute. This was really, really adorable. Again, I love the fact that they're actually having the characters I really love that they're actually having the characters go to different locations and go different places and see different things together. It's not just one of them. It's actually both of them. And I love it that they're doing a lot of these cartoons with the mice together and they're featuring them going to different places together and trying to have romantic outings. It's cute, it's sweet, and it's just fun and exciting and hilarious because of the antics that ends up taking place. And this is very much within the realm of your typical Disney cartoon with the hilarious zany antics. And again, I love it. It's cute and it's fun and it's really interesting. Again, the mice try to have just a romantic getaway, and something zany, something crazy always happens. Might I recommend just staying home and trying to watch a movie together because that's about the only option that you've got for actually having a sane, calm evening without your lives being put in jeopardy. um, but again, I really love this cartoon. One of my favorite aspects about this cartoon, obviously, is the interactions between Mickey and Minnie. It's really adorable. It's sweet. It's cute, um, and I really absolutely adore this cartoon. And it was interesting to see just again the different locations like the Grand Canyon. I believe that they were in Grand Canyon, and again the interactions for the characters here were just so cute. It was just so sweet. Absolutely loved it. And there are a few things here. There's a lot of details in this thing that I need to go over. There's a really lot of details here. Um, so I'm going to try to go over every single one of them as I can. Uh, Now, interestingly enough, it starts off. Mickey has a map of nature's wonderland up here, and it looks like they're in the Grand Canyon. It looks like they're at the Grand Canyon, and so I didn't know what was going to happen with that, but I love the interactions with the mice here singing. And yeah, you got the Grand Canyon. Now, seeing this background and these animals here takes me back to some of the older Disney cartoons whenever a character would be at the Grand Canyon. They did a cartoon where Donald was trying to go down into the Grand Canyon, and I keep thinking they did a Goofy cartoon as well. But again, I really love that they did this, and it's really cute. And again, I love seeing different locations. Honestly, I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I would really love to go, in person. Um, and heck, if I had the money and I had the parking space, more so the money, I'd find a parking space. But if I had the money, I would certainly get a motorhome and just travel. But unfortunately, I lack funds to do it. But if I had the money, I would so get a motorhome and I'd just travel. I would just travel the U.S., man. Um, and I'd also travel the world. There's so many places, locations, and countries I'd love to visit. Um, but again, I love the detail that they did for this. And again, just the map itself is extraordinarily detailed for this. And it really, and again, the interactions with the mice are just adorable. That little moment whenever Minnie boops Mickey's nose with her finger. Again, I love that. It's honestly something that I have seen in fan fiction before with the mice. It's honestly something that I have seen in fan fiction before with the mice, and so it's really cute to finally see it in person. I don't recall ever seeing a moment in a cartoon where Minnie actually, or even a comic where Minnie booped Mickey's nose with her fingertip. Again, I have seen it in fan fiction, but I've never actually seen it in an actual comic, or sorry, in an actual story. But again, I love the interaction with the mice here, how they're just wanting to have just a nice romantic getaway for two. And it was really cute, and I love the interactions with the characters, and just how cute and sweet this was, and really, really well done. And it was cute that moment whenever Minnie tried to kiss Mickey, and Mickey held up the map in front of her. Again, I love it. It's cute. And now, the thing here, Rainbow Caverns, again, sorry, being a brony, I can't help but think of MLP with this. But I love the artwork for this. Um, Spectacular Rainbow Caverns with 22 magnificent waterfalls and geysers. And look at the art style over here on the left. This looks like the advertisement for this, the way that the words are designed and the artwork over here on the left. This kind of looks like a poster that you would see back in the 1950s. And so this could be like a very outdated thing. Not the caverns, but this little map thing or brochure that Mickey has. And it's funny whenever Mickey realizes, whenever Mickey sees this other cavern right here, and the poor soul thinks that they're actually there. Mickey thinks that they're actually at the right caverns, but no, they are not. And so it's fun. Like, you see, Mickey just throws the boards out of the way. Minnie knows, oh dear, the poor boy's gone insane. We're at the wrong location. Minnie grabs the map, knowing that Mickey is reading the wrong thing. And again, we look at this map, and there's a lot of things here. Uh, Ride the mine train through nature's wonderland. Souvenir map. Uh, of course, it says right here on the bottom, not a real map, not for navigation. Poor Mickey didn't even read that. But again, I love the detail and the design for this map. It's beautifully done. It's exquisitely crafted. Bear Country, that Rivers of America. This is this an actual park or not? Not a park. Could this be kind of like a little reference to Disney World? It's kind of what it makes me think of. Like, is this reference to Disney World or Disneyland rather? Um, or like, is this an actual nature thing? But again, I love the detail for this map. It looks extraordinarily designed. I mean, it's interesting contrast with the traditional animation or flash-based animation with the characters. And then you have this beautifully detailed map here. I mean, this looks like a map you'd actually buy. And I mean, it looks really, really well done. Then, Walt, welcome. This magical kingdom is yours. Disney, guys, you're getting so meta here. I freaking love it. You guys are doing so much here, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, honestly, this is something that I would kind of do. And so you're more... Have you been eavesdropping on my thoughts? Because this is something I do. And again, I love the reference to Walt here. I love the reference to Walt, the man that started the whole Disney empire, the whole Disney company. Walt that created these little adorable characters that we're watching in this cartoon. And I love the references to him. And I love how these cartoons are not throwing out the Disney legacy. They're not throwing it out or just forgetting it. No, they're actually doing it in remembrance of that legacy. And I love that they're doing that. It's a real honor as a fan to see that the writers and the animators are taking into account so much Disney's legacy and saying, hey, this is the man that started it all. You know, I mean, this is truly an homage to him. And I love what they're doing with it, how they're doing it. I really love it. And this moment whenever Mickey makes a mention about, you just gotta believe, and he just goes off the screen with the rainbow. Again, I can't help but think about that thing from SpongeBob with imagination. Mickey just farted rainbows. And you got the bats right here. And that are foaming at the mouth. Interesting. And now this rat over here, just sitting there. Yeah. I'll admit, that's extremely detailed. But of course, it's for comical purposes. It's interesting whenever Minnie begins to panic, because like Minnie, they're here in this old cavern, and Minnie is kind of having a bit of a freak out. But I go back to the black and white cartoon where they're sitting in a theater, and Minnie's watching excitedly. She's watching a movie, eating popcorn. Nothing's bothering her. But of course, then again, you can look at it like, okay, they're in a cavern. They're actually potentially in danger here. They are very much possibly in danger in reality. Whereas with a movie, you know it's just a movie. Minnie sees all this stuff, the bats, the rat, and just freaks out to the point that she lands inside of this old train. And this train, and she accidentally hits the lever that starts the train somehow. There's like enough, and this train here is not. This train looks familiar. This train looks familiar, just the design and how this train looks. It looks, it kind of looks like it might be slightly the train that Walt named after his wife Lillian. This kind of looks like it a bit with the black and red, but again, someone please point this out to me. This looks extremely familiar to me, but I can't really remember where that I've seen something like that before, but I have seen something like that. And another interesting thing, the cartoonish nature with how the train just goes straight across the tracks and then just angles down, just falls downward. And the mice just realize, oh, we are so screwed. And I love the animation for, and again, I love the sort of CGI traditional animation blend for this cartoon, with showing like the train itself is almost CGI, and I love the nature of that. I love this. To me right here is how I'm trying to get a good shot. This right here to me is how that how animation. This is my one of my favorite kinds of animation is traditional animation and CGI blend. Like the train itself is CGI or appears to be CGI, and the mice themselves are traditional animation or like flash based, and that is a great combination. And I'm so glad that these cartoons are in the traditional animation based style and they're not in the CGI deal. But again, this train, I mean, this looks extremely familiar, like something I have seen before. I just can't remember where I've seen it. Again, just I really love the detailing that they're going with this. Just the design for just the aesthetics, the visual aesthetics, the background. It just looks magnificent. I really love what they're doing with this. And this comical moment, honestly, where you hear that glass breaking sound and the mice are just realizing in a panic, oh dear, we're about to go over a waterfall. Again, really, really hilarious. And again, I love how that the mice first instinct is just grab hold of each other. I really love that. And I had flashbacks whenever Minnie tried to activate or tried to make the train go faster. I had flashbacks to the Casey Jones Disney cartoon. I was kind of like expecting a reference to that where they'd be going around a corner and they'd see the train that Casey Jones was in, and they might crash into it. And it's typical, like typical cartoon gimmick whenever, but it's comical. If you don't have anything else to throw into the furnace or the burner of the train, start throwing just random objects into it. You know, like sacrifice just sacrifice everything. Then whenever Mickey threw the map into the train, and the train just became like the train just became the train from MLP, runs on friendship, runs on magic. It's comical. And this moment, whenever the mice were hanging on for dear life, and their faces peel up and peel off, and they become like antenna toppers. Like, honestly, what I was kind of expecting to happen at this point was okay, now, first off, two things that I want to say. First thing is in regard to the map deal. I was kind of a hilarious thought that came to mind was I was kind of expecting Mickey, instead of throwing the map into the furnace, I was expecting him to like just take off his shorts and throw his shorts in there first, like sacrifice all of his clothing except his underwear to try to make the train go faster. Another thought that I had right here with the characters with their faces literally blowing off was where Minnie is wearing a skirt. I was kind of expecting a segment where like Minnie's skirt would like blow up over her or just like blow off or something. Maybe like Mickey's shorts, where he's wearing shorts, his short like the legs of his shorts would suddenly like expand and they become the almost like the parachute pants. That's another thought that came to mind during that. They managed to get the train to stop. It's interesting. There's all this TNT inside of this cavern, and obviously they were planning on maybe making more of the cavern. And yeah, I love the detailing for this train, just the look of it. Like, this train looks like something you would see with a little Christmas village set. Like, you know, you go to Walmart and you see those little Christmas towns set up. This looks like a little train that you would see there. And then suddenly the sparks from the train ignite the light, ignite everything, and there's a massive explosion. And there's some other details here to pick out. Now, the canyon itself explodes. We look at this little map that they have here, which is awesome. You got California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona. And again, I love the cartoonish nature for this. Like up here on the upper top with California, you have the Golden Gate indicating San Fran. You've got the cards indicating Las Vegas with the casino. You've got the little cactus with a little hat on it. You got Arizona. You've got Phoenix. You've got the cacti or the cactus. You got the snake. You got this old tapestry. You've got this minecart with gold. And I love how that it shows this explosion there. And also with Cali, it shows this little like a movie thing, because like California is the movie picture capital of the U.S. basically, and so like they have this picture reel here, and they got the palm trees and everything, and I love how, and honestly, like the location from where this explosion happens is pretty much right where, I'd say right where Burbank is. Now there's a theory that I have here, and of course this is just a theory. Now this cavern exploded, and suddenly the mice just see this beautiful thing around them. You could easily theorize that it was at this point that the mice got blown up, that they are dead, and everything that they are seeing here is, it's not like this is like you could imagine that this is either of course this is my mind. Now obviously I'm going to go with the concept that they're not dead, all this is real. But another theory that you could think of is this is their last thoughts, this is the lingering function of their brains, and they're seeing all of this stuff pass by before them, and then they're on their way, basically, they're seeing all this stuff pass by before them, and then this is ultimately, this final door is like death, and that's like heaven. But again, I love the detailing for just everything here, with the actual rainbow falls that the mice see, and the soft luminescent glow, the soft texture and colors for all this, and we see this beautiful gold just running down here, and again, just little beautiful detail with the mice just standing here together inside of this cart. And again, you hear the chorus in the background, which you could also imagine is like angels, like an angelic chorus. And yeah, I love this adorable little ending with the mice. It's like this itself would make a beautiful little background of the mice just holding hands as they go through a heart-shaped thing here. But again, this was a really adorable cartoon. I absolutely loved it. This is definitely one of my favorite Mickey cartoons, definitely. And I can see why my best friend really wanted me to watch this. And yeah, they were right. This is absolutely adorable. Very, very cute. Very, very sweet. And again, I love just the zany antics, pardon me, that happen with the mice and whenever they're trying to hang out together. Because honestly, if they got to hang out and nothing zany happened, yeah, it would be cute, it would be fluffy. But zany things can still happen, and it can still be cute and fluffy. And so this cartoon is a very, very good example of that. It's cute, very, very cute, and I love the visuals as well. And it's also great to be able to see the mice go to like the Grand Canyon, to be able to see them explore that. And I love how these cartoons are taking them to different locations, letting them just see different landscapes, see different cultures, and just explore different territories. And I love how that they're doing that. So I really love what they're doing with that, how they've done it. And again, I absolutely adore this cartoon. It's so cute, it's fun, I absolutely love it. And so again, to Disney, to everybody that worked on this cartoon, guys, thank you so much for all the work and every effort and everything that you put into this cartoon and all the cartoons. Thank you so much for giving us these cartoons and for bringing the characters to TV in this way. I mean, like this. I mean, and just the jokes and the gags that you put into it, like with the picture of Walt there and this kingdom is yours, talking about the magical kingdom. Again, guys, you're awesome. Don't stop being awesome. The meta humor that you're putting into these cartoons is absolutely off the walls, and I freaking love it. Thank you. Thank you. And again, to the writers, to the animators for just putting all the gags, the visuals, and for writing the story and the dialogue and the character interactions the way that you did. Thank you all. It's absolutely it's such a treat. It is just an absolute pleasure. So again, thank you to everybody. Thank you Disney for these wonderful cartoons. Thank you for this cartoon. It's absolutely wonderful. And also to my best friend, thank you as well for sending me the link to this and for urging me to watch this cartoon. I really appreciate it. And also to everybody else for asking me to check out this cartoon. Thank you guys again as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.